Hi! Hi, everybody out there in AIA land. Here we are with some of the cast from a night of classic theater, what we just did, our showcase. We did this weekend at the Regent Street Black Box Theater. It was a smashing success. It was really amazing. I'm so proud of my actors. We did really, really well. I can't see you, Natalie. Sorry. We did super well. We had more people show up than we thought, and we got somebody live here. Hey, hi. So I'm just going to have, it's Joe. Hey, Joe. How are you? So I'm going to have the actors talk about their experience. We're going to talk for about 10 or so minutes, just what they learned from doing the showcase and what it was like working there in the Black Box and working on all this fabulous theater that we were working on and where we're going with Scaffold. So does anybody want to talk about, just their experience? Like, what was the biggest thing that you got out of this as an actor?
Confidence. Probably, we all question ourselves or possibly doubt if we can do it, or I have, or maybe deep inside all of us. And so after accomplishing it, it was an incredible accomplishment. And very proud of myself and every one of my actors here. It was awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I think
maybe you can talk a little bit about the roles you played too, what scenes you were in.
Well, for me, because I know we've done a couple other ones in the past as well, and I think this was the first one that I actually had 3 scenes rather than just one. And so at first it was a bit daunting to think about memorizing 3 different scenes, having 3 different characters down, kind of making those transitions from one role to the next seamlessly in like span of an hour and a half. But I think it was really satisfying to have something so something that's so meaningful and fulfilling for us to work on and then to showcase kind of all of the hard work that we put in, because we put in a lot of hard work, especially like the last month. We really buckled down and we were rehearsing almost every single day. And I think that it just brought an entirely different energy and dynamic for more than just the reason that we were at the Eccles. I mean, to be at the Eccles rather than like at the studio that we practice in, I mean, that kind of upped the professionalism and the legitimacy of what we were working on. It just made it more important somehow. Not that it wasn't already, but just more like we
totally. You had to rise to the occasion. Right.
Like it made us be much better. Yeah, a better version of ourselves as actors.
Didn't you feel like there was an energy in the theater? Like the theater itself, the Regent Street Black Box.
No, yeah,
it's a black box. It's got this beautiful energy. We had it set up so that we had a 3/4 in the round, and I remember telling you guys, make sure you're filling this place and receiving the energy there, because it's a magical place. Yeah. It's really beautiful, and I think that environment can really build up,
absolutely,
the actors and your energy. So that's
yeah.
Cool. I felt like we went to another level. I mean,
yeah,
that's what we were doing. We were on another level. I loved it. That was fun.
It was
for me. It was really. I enjoyed having the chance to come and portray and perform and present scenes from classic theater, because a lot of classic theater involves themes from real life that we experience now. And it was just, for me, it was awesome to collaborate with my favorite tribe and troupe of actors in the entire world and be able to, go from, I was in the very first Actors in Action showcase, and we performed it here at the studio, for one night for a crowd of like 30 people. And it was really enjoyable, and it's really awesome to be able to rise, like they said, rise to the occasion with, my favorite people that I get to experience this crazy craft with, and we got to do it at the Eccles Theater in downtown, their Black Box, which was awesome for 120 people. It was a real theater environment. I don't know, it's awesome.
It's evolving. It's really it's really blossoming, Scaffold Theater as a company, as a force to be reckoned with. I think that intention goes a really long way, and I think that with such an amazing instructor as Julianne Lichty, with such an incredibly large vision for not only for Scaffold Theater, but just what she wants to contribute to, you know, what she wants to give back to her industry from working in it for so long. I think that building something so just strong and sustaining as Scaffold Theater, and also something so unique that people could really be a part of and be involved in, and also gives, I mean, we had one of our younger youth corps, Brooklyn, with us, and she was just over the freaking moon. I mean, it was an incredible experience for her, and it was so great to give her that experience.
Yeah, she's what, 14?
Yeah, and she did amazing. She was right along. I was like, you need to come into our advanced class. We need to bring you in.
I'm thinking about that.
Yes,
thinking about that.
do it. But I love giving that opportunity to people to really, like, you know, get into this, and also to build the tribe that we have. We have this awesome tribe. You know, I know a few actors that were in classes for years that, like, they talk about their class like, we're our tribe, and I'm always like, man, I never had an acting class where I actually felt close to every single actor in my class, so much so that we all felt like a tribe until I came to this class.
Yeah.
And that is the God honest truth.
For sure.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Natalie, do you have anything to say about it? You really
She's so
grew,
loud
and
over here.
I know.
She is.
She's such a loudmouth. It's hard to keep her quiet.
I don't know. I just that I had a lot of fun, and it was cool to see it grow, coming from the studio here and how small it was, and then being in the theater. The next one was really cool.
Had you done anything in the theater like that before? Okay, so that was your first time really being in a professional theater before you'd done showcases here. But yeah, because I really thought you grew so immensely, and
I think another thing that was really neat is I learned, you had talked about it, but I learned to own the stage, and that no one else existed except my partners here and here.
Absolutely.
And it really worked, and that was probably the best thing for me. I owned it, and it happened. It was magical.
And going back to what you said, that builds confidence, which is probably one of, if not the most important thing to have as an actor, as a working actor, to do it for your career or your passion or whatever you're doing, to have confidence that you are enough for this role or for whatever it is that you're working on.
yeah, I think it's experience. Experience builds confidence, and I know, like, for somebody like me, I've been on stage since I was 5 years old. I started as a ballerina, and like I've just been on stage, so I'm very comfortable on stage. And I think that a lot of actors, like, you know, Natalie has never really been on stage before. It's like getting on stage like that, you get this experience, you get to feel it, and that's going to boost your confidence. No matter what, it's going to boost it for other theatrical things you do. It's going to boost it for when you're on set. It's going to boost it for everything. Just that feeling. There's nothing like experience of being out there under the lights with your partner, you're in your scene, doing the thing and experiencing it and feeling it and getting that in your body. So being able to provide that for my students, it was really great. And I think it's super, super important for an acting company, for actors in general. So
Well, you learn from doing.
yeah,
You can read a million books in the world, but you're not going to really learn it until you are up there doing it.
especially with acting.
And I also love that you add another element in there, which is recording. You record us, you record auditions, you record whatever we're working on, and then we can go and watch it and learn from watching ourselves. And that's really important too.
Yeah, you can learn stuff a teacher could never teach you from watching yourself.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So anybody else want to say anything? We're going to wrap up here. I don't want to be too long on here, but does anybody else? Jack, do you want to? Looks like you have more to say.
I'd like to say that it elevated my self-esteem. I mean, it just did. Pulling that off and having it go as smooth, and having all these people. I mean, we all just gelled. We were a team, and I had an audition tonight, and I was not nervous.
That's what we're
I
shooting
just
for.
went in there and did my thing. I don't know if I'm going to get the part or not, but I wasn't battling nervousness or low self-esteem. I went in there. There was 4 roles I'd be right for, and I auditioned 2 of them, and I'm pretty confident I'm going to get one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's just
Well, just
how
like
I feel.
the review said, new to the area, but we're here to stay for a while.
Yeah.
Remember that.
We are.
There you
We're
go.
here. So, all right. Well, thank you everybody for
Right.
watching right now, and those who are going to watch later. I'm just so proud of my crew. We did such a good job at our showcase, and it just turned out to be even better than I hoped. So I'm really grateful. I'm grateful to all these guys for their hard work. And yes, and I learned a lot as a director and a producer how to get things. Oh, yay! Joe's giving us a thumbs up. How to get things more smoothly so that my actors can have more time to really get into their material and work harder. So for the next few shows we're going to be focusing on that, and I think that'll be really helpful for you guys to give you even more time and more ability to get deeper and deeper. So, all right. Thank you so much. I know, yeah. Let's call the Eccles and see if they've got some space for us. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is Acting from All Angles. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.